Thank you guys, I appreciate it. You know, first and foremost, I want to thank Phil and all the members of Top Gun 2013. Without your commitment and dedication, the experience wouldn't have been nearly as fulfilling. Thank you very much. I'm fully aware that many members of my class could have been appointed #1. I simply stand here tonight as a representative of everything we accomplished together over the past year. We all got something different out of Top Gun. Through shared experiences and advanced trainings, we certainly all got better at our jobs. Top Gun introduced new perspectives and techniques to better equip us to communicate and connect with our customers. For me, Top Gun was much more than that. I continually applied these new perspectives to my entire life, not just work. While I definitely grew as a sales rep, more importantly, I grew as a person. A couple weeks ago, Phil had asked me to describe Top Gun in one word. It's a very difficult task. I spent 12 minutes on an online thesaurus looking for a fancy-sounding alternative for the word growth, and I came up short. So I accepted growth as my adjective for Top Gun, as well as the most used word in this speech. So while I was prepping for this speech, I started to reflect on my transformation from a young, chubby kid with little confidence in New Jersey to the man I am tonight, giving a speech at SHI Sales Conference. So guys, there's a much greater force that molded me into the LCD that you guys all know today. Without this immeasurable drive, I wouldn't be living in Austin, I wouldn't know most of you, and I certainly would not be on this stage tonight. Unlike many of the amazing people I'm looking at right now, I was not born with this drive. In order to really explain, I need to bring everyone back to 2009, Somerset, New Jersey. In 2009, while I was working for SHI Enterprise, my mother passed away from ovarian cancer. My mom fought that cancer for 7 years and did it without letting her children see one expression of a complaint or whining. One thing I did notice, however, was the effect that this cancer had on her life. This is a woman who would have lost her cool if her triple tall skimmed cappuccino from Starbucks wasn't the perfect temperature. You know, cancer made my mom realize she could no longer afford to sweat the little things. She could no longer afford to sweat the little things as they were taking away precious days of her life. She accepted the fact that sometimes life just isn't fair. You know, she fought as hard as she could, and when the time came, she finally got to relax. This isn't a sad story, though. This is my success story. Much like Aaron spoke about this morning, this was my life's greatest boulder. You know, my older brother Perry gave a speech at her wake that started my new life. He spoke about accepting the sad emotions, but before long, turning them into positive energy. He urged everyone in the room to do their best to lead a life that would make my mom proud. I absolutely took this to heart, and I moved to Austin, Texas without knowing a single person. I was absolutely terrified, but in my head, I'd be letting my mom down if I didn't at least attempt to take my life from all right to amazing. Much like I am at this very moment, I leaned on my mom for strength and support, for courage to do something I never thought I'd be capable of. With the help of Ryan Ford, I took my talents from Enterprise and joined the Corp family. Best move ever. So, while moving to Austin was a big step for my growth and confidence, I did not quite arrive here Top Gun worthy. Whether it was learning new levels of work ethic with Josh Grove's influence, or giving new hire presentations about Gangsta Mike, Corp has developed me. Corp has developed and molded me into the person I am over the past 4 years. Honestly, this wouldn't have been possible without the amazing culture that Ty and Hal put in place here at SHI. I will forever be grateful for that, as well as the amazing friends who I've made along the way. Let's be honest, I'm not too upset about the growth in my bank account either. Like all growth spurts, there comes a time when you start to plateau. These are the moments in life when you need to continue to challenge yourself, which is sometimes easier said than done. Luckily for me, I was accepted into the Top Gun class of 2013. It was motivating and humbling to collaborate with SHI's finest. As I mentioned earlier, you guys didn't only make me a better rep, you made me a better person. Thank you. Top Gun carried me to new levels of confidence and self-awareness that I had never experienced before. As a result of that, I'm driven to improve myself both mentally and physically. I have the most beautiful girlfriend I could have ever dreamed of. Yeah, you know. And most importantly, I'm happy. Top Gun is responsible for building the confidence I needed to achieve these things. Many members of my class received promotions during their Top Gun tenure, and this is not a coincidence. Confidence and growth is accelerated when you are taken out of your comfort zone and pushed to limits you didn't know you were capable of. Top Gun created this environment in a friendly yet competitive way. That's a priceless life experience that I'll always remember, Phil. Thank you. So everybody, whether you're in Top Gun or not, continue to challenge yourself and those around you. I challenge you all to step out of your comfort zone and embrace the growth that comes with that uncertainty. I wanted to close tonight by thanking my dad, Paul, and my mom, Nikki. Everything I do is to make you guys proud. I love you. Thank you, everybody.